This is a Willets Point Shea Stadium bound 7 express train. The next and last stop is Willets Point, Shea Stadium.
According to Andy Martino of SNY, the New York Mets have signed free agent outfielder Harrison Bader to a 1-year, $10.5 million deal. Now, I'm going to bring up this slide, so bear with me real quick. Here we go. Here are Harrison Bader's stats for the 2023 season. He batted .232, 7 home runs, 40 RBIs, 20 stolen bases, and a .622 OPS. Versus lefties, which is real important. And you see that little star next to the lefties under where the banner is. It would say, because I got that from Matthew Brownstein of Mesmerized, that's where the stats came from on the lefties. He has a .936 OPS last season and then an .824 OPS career-wise for hitting against lefties. His fielding and defense, career fielder, .986 fielding percentage. His range, 95th percentile. His arm strength, 91st percentile. All that from Baseball Reference and Baseball Savant. Al, what did you think of this deal? Are you for it? Are you against it? Maybe neither, maybe in the middle?
It's better than John Mayberry Jr.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, before the offseason, I was like, go all in, go for it. Typical fan. The more I realized it, the more I thought about it. For long-term success, these are the kind of players in terms of prove-it deals that are going to happen for this team, the 2024 team. There's plenty of guys that you can add on this roster to put a competitive team together for 2024 on 1-year prove-it deals or even a 2-year deal. But I like it in terms of defense for sure. I wish that picture would have had him in a Cardinal uniform or a red uniform, not a Yankee uniform, but hey, I digress. And I knew the minute I got it on my phone, the trolling would start for Met fans. The manager, Severino, now Beta, I like it. I like the pickup defense in center field. Nimmo could get to left. I keep seeing Beta's going to be the 4th outfielder. You're not paying the 4th outfielder $10 million. I don't know why that's being said. I don't know why, but I like it.
Well, you look at the outfield right now, and Brandon Nimmo, Harrison Bader, Starling Marte are kind of what you're thinking will be that, starting lineup on opening day if all works and if all stays final with that core right there. You got Tyrone Taylor, who will probably get some time in there. DJ Stewart, obviously coming off the bench. Jeff McNeil, if needed, but mostly I assume that he will be playing second base with Ronnie Mauricio out now. I go back to what David Stearns talked about. Every time he's come out and spoke, everything has been about run prevention. That's the philosophy now, run prevention. And he's done that up the middle, bringing in Harrison Bader to play possibly center field. I don't know how much time he's going to play center field, but he's going to get a lot of playing time there, which is good for 2 things. He's a great center fielder. I just gave you the stats right there. One of the top center fielders in all of baseball. What that also does is it possibly moves Brandon Nimmo to left field. We all know Nimmo's a good center fielder. He really is. And the fact that they get to move him to left field and he can now stay healthy, I think is a very important part of this whole thing.
Yeah, that's that. And I even tweeted that out. I'm like, or X'd it out, whatever you want to call it, that it's going to be less taxing on his body. So he'll be available. Not that he's missed a lot of games the last couple of seasons. He's gotten much better with being on the field, being available. But Bader in center field, and like you said, Taylor's the 4th outfielder. That's where when people said Bader's going to be the 4th outfielder, makes no sense. Hello. But Nimmo in left field, Bader in center. And the wild card is Marte. He's going to play winter ball. We have no idea what to expect from him after double groin surgery. He got married recently. We have no idea what to expect. That is the wild card in all this when it comes to the Met outfield and the Met lineup.
If you use Bader properly this season, it could be a really good low-key signing. I mean, he's from New York. He's played on the Yankees. He unites with his college buddy and Pete Alonso. They played with the Florida Gators.
Frat boys.
He can be traded at the deadline if he's playing well, kind of like Tommy Pham was. And like we mentioned, he hits lefties. So you look at the Mets hitting against lefties, a .708 OPS against left-handed pitching. This team has been awful against left-handed pitching, not just in 2023, not just in 2022. We're
Oh, I
talking for
know.
like a decade of bad hitting against
Yep.
left-handed pitching. This could only help the Mets. I hear a lot of this from Met fans, and you've talked about it as well. They don't like the signing because he's a former Yankee. That doesn't really bother me at all. Are we on the same page on that?
Yeah, he didn't start his career with the Yankees, dum-dums. Like, stop it. This is the part I don't get. We're never happy. We complain that we want signings, right? And then when we do make a sign, the guy's a former All-Star, former Gold Glover. He did have an injury season this past season, but he can be rejuvenated with his boy Pete Alonso, his best friend Pete Alonso. So that cannot be overlooked. That cannot be overstated. This is why I got excited about it. It came across my phone. My dad texted me, multiple people like, "Yo, did you see this?" I'm like, "Yeah, I like it. I like it." I mean, go look at in the past the signings we've had, and the fans got more excited. And Harrison Bader's a better player than most of the guys we signed in the past. So can we just, like I said when I was on with Dexter Henry, shout out to Dexter, can we let the offseason play out? Can we let it play out? And then when the squad is complete, feel free.